Hey, what is up? We back in black. Oh, man, what is up? It's Dick. Man, what is going on? Man, shout out to everybody that's at the Core Plantation. I know the shit is not fun, so shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody that's handling business and doing what the fuck they need to do to survive. Hey, if you got to beg, borrow, and steal to make it and do what you got to do, you got to do what you got to do. And you ain't got to justify that shit to nobody. For real. So shout out to everybody at the Core Plantation. I'm going to tell you this all the time. Stop letting motherfuckers get you to feel like, oh, you got to work tonight? Oh, that's fucked up, man. You can't watch a football game? Man, they need to give you a better schedule. You need to tell them, well, nigga, why don't you pay me so I ain't got to work? And then the nigga stop telling you that shit. And then tell them, man, nigga, you sound dumb. Because motherfuckers is quick to tell you that, but don't want to help you with shit. Hey. And shout out to everybody that's fuck borrowing, fuck stealing, fuck doing what they need to do, just making it happen. And if you do gotta borrow, ain't nothing wrong with borrowing, just pay it back. God damn. Motherfuckers act like it's something wrong with borrowing. Like if you borrow some money from somebody or you borrow something from somebody, that is just taboo. Niggas always acting like that they better than. Oh, you borrow shit. I can't do that, man. Well, good for you, nigga. Ah, damn. Ain't stand motherfuckers like that. Nigga, you're borrowing every day. You're on borrowed time. Nigga, you use a credit card, you're borrowing money. If you write a check, you're borrowing because you don't know if it's gonna cash. So stop all that shit. Ah, damn. So shout out to all y'all, man. Shout out to everybody that, I would say understands what this life is about and knows that, hey man, the lynchings have not stopped. The lynchings haven't stopped, but niggas is talking about vote. And that's what I don't understand. You like, why? Because why are they still talking about voting? I'll vote when y'all stop lynching niggas. I'll vote when y'all put a specific agenda for black folk. But nigga, I'm not finna be sitting up here and do no goofy ass shit like that. A lot of niggas need to stop being so goofy. So shout out to the goofy ass motherfuckers. Shout out to the finessing motherfuckers that always got some type of scheme or some type of bullshit going on or something like that. Stop all that shit too. And I'm gonna tell you too, black folk, we gotta, look, black folks, we need to stop acting like the Egyptians and stop acting like everybody else. You can't take the wealth when you die. And it's good for sometimes for you to just help out whoever is in need of the help. And when you help somebody, stop making them feel bad that you helped them. God damn. We claim to want to be like our white Jewish brothers and sisters when it comes to the wealth, but ain't nobody sharing no wealth. Because I've known several white Jews in my day. Nice, wasn't raised on no shit, but let me tell you, they do for their own. They make sure they make sure their kids got it. And black folks need to take stock and inventory of that too. That's real. And stop making your kids feel like, you know, when you're doing something to help them or you're trying to give them a better situation, man, stop making them feel bad. And when you're getting something done, just take stock and inventory and appreciate the shit. We gotta be, it works both ways. When you're getting something done, be appreciative of it, one. And then two, we can only be appreciative if you help us, motherfucker. So, goddamn, we need the help too. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking to all the people. Nigga, working these Core Plantation jobs, that shit is not fun. Especially if you live in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's either real hot or real cold out in this motherfucker. And let me tell you something. Getting up and going to that grind every day is nothing fun. So shout out to everybody that's handling business, working on the weekends, working at 2 jobs, 3 jobs. And even if you're working 1 job, you're still working. It's better than sitting around the house and not doing shit. It's a plenty of y'all niggas out there doing that. And then that'd be the main nigga talking about, man, the white man, the reason why. Then stop. No, your dumb ass is the reason why you ain't got no job, nigga. Stop. So shout out to everybody that's out there that's trying to finesse. Shout out to everybody that's like, fuck this COVID-19. Nigga, I'm trying to fuck. What you trying to do? If that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. Fuck and then go vote. That bullshit, that sucker shit. We got a lot of shit to discuss, so we gonna get right into it. Shout out to Nuke. You already know who the fuck I am. I've been clowning Sucker Free since 2003. Ain't no finessing me. And shout out to anybody else that's on some other shit. If not guilty, nigga, fuck out of here with the bullshit. Cut this shit down, man. It's a lot of shit to talk about, a lot of shit to discuss. And we gonna get into it, man. You gonna be like, man, why? Cuz, man. Did y'all see this? There was another black shooting, another lynching from police officers. This brother was a Hispanic, white Hispanic. What happened to that black and brown coalition? I think not. He pulled over a young brother and a sister, and then I guess because they were backing up, he was in fear for his life, so he started shooting. But they telling y'all to do some sucker shit like go vote. Matter of fact, vote. You got Bill Cosby locked up, right? But Ghislaine Maxwell talking about, okay, well look, I want everything sealed in this court case, so I don't want it coming out. No, because you telling on it, because it's a lot of motherfuckers that got ties to this Jeffrey Epstein debacle. Oh, well, I wasn't his madam. I didn't work for him. Okay, well, did you work for him? Well, yeah, I hired people. Well, did you work for him or didn't work for him? But we sitting up here talking about let's vote for Joe Biden. Then why ain't none of them coming out and condemning Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein for his partake in that sex trafficking bullshit that was going on? Why ain't nobody talking about that? Right. But y'all want to go at Ice Cube because he got a black contract for America. Stop. D.L. Hughley, sit your clown ass down and stop with the bullshit. As if you so much more sophisticated than Ice Cube that you can speak from a position of condescension about, oh, well, you're sitting at the table with somebody that brung us 3 Fridays. I don't, man, stop. Stop it. Niggas need to stop Sambo and Coonan. Nigga, you can't, let me tell you something. Coonan is only gonna get you so far, but when you start going at your own people, think in the name of justice, that's not justice, that's Coonan. That's what it is. That's Samboing. Stop playing the bullshit games. And why motherfuckers tell motherfuckers to vote, motherfuckers is getting shot and killed. You know, there was a young brother with his, maybe his girl, whatever, and he gets pulled over and the police officer just shoots, kills him, and then puts the sister in the hospital. And she said, Mom, if we didn't raise our hands, I would have been dead. This happened in Illinois. Let's see. And I'm going to play you some of the video. I'm going to play you some of the video of, I guess, their representative for the police department trying to white-splain what the fuck happened. You know, Waukegan Police Commander Edgar Navarro told reporters Wednesday as the officer was conducting his investigation, the vehicle fled and was spotted moments later by another officer who got out of his car to approach the vehicle, Navarro said. That officer exited his vehicle, and as the vehicle that he was investigating began to reverse towards the officer then pulled out his duty weapon and fired into the vehicle. So you just shoot into the vehicle. You don't know what's going on. Man, stop. But they told you to go vote and go do some sucker shit. Y'all motherfuckers better wake up, man. I'm about to play the video of this race soldier trying to explain for the other motherfucker. And I want y'all to see how he's stuttering. You can tell he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to talk. Y'all need to listen to this shit because the shit is crazy. Hold on. Let me pause this shit. This nigga, watch. Just listen to how he sound.
Was looking into a suspicious occupied vehicle in the area of Liberty Street. That vehicle ended up fleeing from the officer. A second officer located the vehicle in the area of MLK and South Street. The officer exited that car, his vehicle, and
because he didn't want to be there. Because they know what the fuck is going on. They know what is being done. They know what's going on. That's why he didn't want to talk about it. That's why he's up there. He looked uncomfortable as fuck. He didn't want to say shit, but he's forced to do it because they don't want motherfuckers to get them fucking tripping.
The vehicle that he was investigating then began to reverse. The officer fired into the vehicle.
That was somebody that was on the phone.
Striking both occupants.
See, look, you listen to the people it's a bunch of black people that surround him while he's talking. And as he's talking, he's reading, he's trying to go with the script, but the black people are like, well, why did he shoot in the back of the vehicle? See, y'all got to start question the system, because the system is not designed for you anyway. So you might as well question it and figure out what's going on. And look, I'm for people knowing the law, but I'm going to tell you, you know the law all you want. They still going to kill you. They still going to do bogus shit to you. And everybody ain't going to learn the law because everybody don't have the time. Because if everybody took the time to learn the law and all this other shit, they would just change the goalpost. So just listen how these black folks question him when he get to talking.
The officer fired into the vehicle, striking both occupants.
Why would he fire?
See, they like, but why would he fire though? That's what you're not saying. Why would he do that? Why don't you just let him drive off? Why would you just start dumping into the car? But these are the same motherfuckers that tell y'all to do some sucker shit and go vote. Now, yeah, go vote all right, motherfucker. Both parties is going to continue to praise race soldiers for killing unarmed black folk. These people, and then you know what they going to tell you? The Democratic Party going to tell you police reform, which means they just going to take officers that are racist and anti-black racists and put them in other departments and move them all around. That's all they're going to do. The Republicans flat out going to tell you, we're not doing shit. That's all it is. So it's the same shit. So you either have a covert anti-black racist or you have a bold, blunt, and upfront anti-black racist. Which one do you want? Oh, you want the one that make you feel good. That caters to your ego, make you feel like you such a good nigga, huh? You don't want the motherfucker that's like, look, you ain't no good nigga. I think you're a dumb nigga and you get the fuck out my face. You don't want to know where you stand. You want to, so you're like Cypher. You choose the Matrix. And that's why a lot of these black folk don't want to question the system. They want to tell you to go vote as if this is going to change everything because Donald Trump is just so god awful. And Joe Biden is just going to be the hero that takes us out of this debt and takes us out of everything. Stop. And that's exactly why they question this dude. And I'm glad they question him.
Fired into the vehicle, striking both occupants.
Why would he fire?
The female driver.
See how they start getting, but why would he fire though? But why would he do that? And that's exactly why they were saying that shit. Like, but why would he do any of that? Why would he do that? You know what I'm saying? He looks so uncomfortable.
Was taken to a local hospital. She did sustain gunshot injuries and is expected to recover.
Why did they shoot
the male passenger?
You see people like, but why did they shoot the girl though? What? See, they're telling them to be quiet, but I get why they question these people. This is the only time you're going to be able to put it on blast and question them. Other than that, they going to make their statement. They going to go hide behind they people, and then they going to act like they never did the shit, like the shit never existed.
I was also taken to an area hospital where he passed.
See? Get his ass. That's how black folks supposed to be. That's being on code. Don't let these motherfuckers come make a speech in front of you and just go along with anything. How many people need to get shot and killed? I hope something happened to me. I hope motherfuckers ain't out there just going with the okey doke. Motherfuckers better fucking turn up and be like, hey, man, that's not what the fuck happened. That ain't what happened. Y'all fucking lying. Motherfuckers need to start calling these people out. Call their asses out. Because let me tell you something. You shoot a police officer, they going to call your ass out. And they going to put up all kinds of incriminating videos and anything you said on social media. And they going to fucking tar and feather your ass. But motherfuckers want to be nice. That's why they started coming out and saying, no, he died before he got to the police. He died before he got to the hospital. Stop lying. That's how you're supposed to do it. I'm glad they doing that today. I'm glad, man.
Taken to an area hospital where he passed.
He
was dead on the scene. Call his ass out. Call him to me, man. What else y'all got to lose? You done already killed another nigga. And you gonna come out there and give us some speech. And then the motherfucker turn around and tell you, well, this is nationally. That's a city thing, so they gotta vote. Man, stop. Stop, man. It's always an excuse after an excuse after an excuse after an excuse when it comes to lynching black folk. But then these same people will tell you to go vote. These same people will fucking look you dead in your face and be like voting is going to change the shit.
We contacted the Illinois State Police, who is handling this investigation. Everything that we have in regards to this incident was turned over to them.
Why y'all shoot him though? You can't.
Hey, he looks so uncomfortable. Y'all need to go look at this shit. I wish I could screen. I gotta know how to screen share. That shit is so funny. This nigga is like, you can tell he don't even want to be there. Look, I'm telling you right now, this is just my perspective. These motherfuckers don't even want to tell you why they killing you. They rather just kill you and go back to doing their job. They don't even want to tell you because at this point, they know that black people know that, okay, y'all just out here killing us now. So fuck it. We might as well not, they know what we doing. These people know, and then these are the same people that will turn around and tell you to go vote. Now, where the fuck is Kamala Harris and Joe fucking 94 crime bill Biden at now, nigga? Since y'all want to go tell niggas to go do sucker shit and go vote, where the fuck they at? Why the fuck they ain't saying, hey, man, why they not condemning these police officers for doing that bogus ass shit? You know why they not going to condemn them? Because they don't give a fuck. That's why. They don't care. And where are all you good officers at? Since there's good police officers, then why don't y'all turn in the bad ones? Because then y'all flip it when y'all get on the street. Y'all want the good gangbangers to turn into bad gangbangers. Nah, nigga. Y'all want the good black folk to turn into bad black folk. Well, then why don't y'all turn in each other? Fair exchange is no robbery. Quid pro quo, something for something. They need to be questioning that motherfucker. They need to be asking them, hey, listen to this. Listen, see, this is how every press conference, when they come out there and get to talking that bullshit, motherfuckers need to start questioning them right away. Right away.
In regards to this incident was turned over to them.
Why y'all shoot him though? You can't tell us why y'all shoot him.
We have to back up a little bit.
Why did the cop end up in the building? How did the cop end up?
See, now, oh, you got to back. Now they got another white person telling everybody, oh, you guys got to back up. Social distancing. You got to back up and all. See, that's a deflection. Let me tell you why it's a deflection. That man ain't going to answer none of those questions. He don't give a fuck. They started wilding on his ass, and they just walked away. They just walked away because they knew. I'm telling you, these people know what they're doing. That's why motherfuckers better wake up right now. That was the most gangster thing those people did. Was sweat the fuck out of that motherfucker and was like, man, what the fuck are y'all doing? And why y'all doing this shit? That ain't cool. These people, look, let me tell you something. These people don't give a flying fuck about no niggas. So if y'all be fucking thinking that, oh, okay, if I go vote, this shit is going to change. This shit is never going to change. You know what's going to change? When you take back what was lost, what was stolen. Yeah, first of all, you need to take back your self-respect and your dignity and be like, well, they don't define my success because they got everybody thinking that your success is defined by replicating the same shit that they got. That's what I thought. Well, if I just get a nice house and get a nice car and work that good job, then I'll be successful because that's what white people told me. So let me tell you something. You know how many people that got the good job, the good paying job, the nice house, the nice car, they're miserable on the inside. They're hating fucking life. They're hating the people that they're around. You know why? Because that is not what defines them. It defines what their purpose is. A job is something you do. It's not who you are. Y'all need to stop praising everybody because they got these luxurious jobs and these so-called prestigious jobs, and then they fuck ups and assholes when they're off the job. Come on, man. Y'all need to stop linking the two. Well, no. A job is what you do. It's not who you are. And a job does not define what your path is. A job is supposed to be a stepping stone to the next thing, in my personal opinion. Working 30 years and then return, that's for white folk. And for black folk, from the 50s and the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. You can't do that in the late 2000s now. Go get a job and work that job for 30 years. That job might not be around in 5 years. But they got you thinking that's how you're supposed to be. I'm about to see if I can find another video.
Could have shot that car.
Now I'm about to play some more shit too, because I want to hear what other people got to say, because that motherfucker out there that was white splaining, they was eating his ass the fuck alive. And everybody needs to know about Marcellus Stinnett. They need to know who he is. Because this shit, look, y'all motherfuckers think voting is gonna stop this shit, man. Y'all niggas is sadly mistaken. That's why you see me out there running around there doing no sucker shit like that. Because that shit ain't gonna change. It's gonna remain the fucking same. That's never gonna change. Period. It's gonna remain the same. Let me play this.
Those officers could have shot that car. They didn't have to shoot. This it. We need some answers. Or we got to give some results.
Yeah.
And that's just how it got to work now. Because when we be quiet and we lay down and we act like normal people, we're not heard.
Yup, that's a fact. You ain't heard. Because they don't give a fuck. That's why.
It keep happening. Back to back. 1 year ago.
Justice.
So we gonna say his name, cause this not a show for us. Marcellus Stinnett.
Yeah.
Marcellus Stinnett. Years, and they been here with me.
62. I've been here 62 years.
This is unacceptable. We want our mayor out here. We want the chief of police out here.
Come on.
We want our state representative. We want every city official that grew up in this area that asked for our vote to get out here and stand with us today.
Exactly. Call lay asses to the floor. Oh, you want our vote? Then where the fuck are you? That's how you do it. That's Powernomics. That's Dr. Clyde Anderson's formula. You want our vote? Then where the fuck are you? You know what I mean? All this bullshit, I don't want to hear it.
Hey, this home.
Well, vote their ass out.
So this for the Stinnett and the Johnson family. Both of these families is hurt. Both of them.
No taxation without
Whose street? Our street. Whose city? Our city.
That's a fact. And let me tell you something, man. Look, if you don't leverage your vote, you're going to always be in the loop-de-loop. You're going to be on a motherfucking emotional roller coaster. Then you're going to be on that Vivian Green shit. Because the shit ain't changing. I don't know why motherfuckers think it is. And these are the same people that tell you to go vote. You know what I mean? The same people that tell you to go vote. I want to hear that shit. Let me see if I can find another video and seeing what other people are saying. Let's see. Nah, that's a. I'm telling you, man. Eventually, this is what it's gonna come to, where motherfuckers gonna snap and get to tripping. You like, why? Because, man, why wouldn't they? I don't know why people think that for some sort of reason, doing one thing that is control. If you watch The Matrix Reloaded, there was a key character, and I speak about it all the time. And first of all, if you watch The Matrix, it was wrote by Sophia Stewart. Love to interview her and sit down with her. Very, very brilliant sister. And let me tell you, Neo needed to get to the source. He needed to talk to the source, the architect of The Matrix. Well, to get there, he needed to get to the key maker. Well, the key maker was being held by a man, the Merovingian. If you read any books, or just one book about the Merovingian, they're a very, very wealthy group of people. The Franks, you know, where you get the money, the Franks, and then the Frenchmen, and they were known as the Saints from one book that I've read about the Merovingians. They had the hair grow long, and you know, they've been around for a long time or whatever, and it's a wealthy society. Well, the Merovingian was like the trafficker of information. So he had all the information on everything, programs, codes, everything. He just had everything. So he was basically like a Don in the fucking Matrix. He ran the Matrix, basically. And when Neo, Trinity, and Morpheus go to the Merovingian, he's like, y'all come here with nothing. And he said, oh, you think it's choice? No, it's a choice. Choice is an illusion between those with power and those without. And when we start to figure that out, I think that's when we will do better as black folk. Choices, they give you the choice, clown. They give you the choice. You don't have to, oh, well, I can make a choice. Yeah, you can make a choice that they give you. They give you the choice, the two candidates. And you have a third choice. I can be independent, but you don't choose to be independent. You rather do what they gave you the choice to do. They just usher you along as sheeple, commoner, deaf, dumb, and blind people. And that's why they treat black folk the way they treat black folk, because what we do is we run and hide, and whatever they give us, we just go with it. We don't ever question it. We have to get angry and upset to question it. And then when we question, they're so good at making us feel bad about questioning, you know, they take the nigga trinkets away from you. And they give it to the nigga that doesn't question anything. That's what they do. And then what they do is they play the racial showcase and confusion game and give one nigga the nigga trinkets and then take nigga trinkets away from the other nigga and be like, see, look at Obama. You know? And then they'll treat you like you should just be happy to be here. You should just be happy that we gave you a seat at the table. Why are you complaining? As Dutch Schultz told Bub, Clarence Witherspoon III, in Hoodlum, when he was getting ready to go home, he told him, hey, you want some of this food? And then Bub, the black dude that's played by Clarence Witherspoon III, he was Dutch Schultz's henchman. He said, no, I'm good. Thanks, Dutch. Dutch said, hey, don't be fucking proud. Take the fucking food home. After he done scratched his balls and his booty and digging in his nose and eating the food, and then you take the food home. And then at the end, he said, thanks, Dutch. He said, it ain't fucking nothing. Because that's how they treated niggas. So you better be very mindful of what the fuck is going on when you sitting up here telling people to go vote, and then you watching your people get lynched. And then all they're going to do is hit you with police reform. So let's get ready, because guess what's going to happen? The family's probably going to sue the police department. They're going to get caked off on some bread, and then it's just going to go away. And that's it. Shit ain't going to change nothing. They're not going to mention it. They ain't going to talk about it. I'm pretty sure if I know the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, they're going to act like that shit don't exist. And everybody's so worried about the debate tonight. Nobody's even fucking worried about black people still being lynched and calling these Democratic people calling their ass to the floor and be like, okay, y'all tell us to vote and all that. Then what y'all going to do with the police? And I don't want to hear nothing about no police reform. What are y'all going to do to ensure that these are not anti-black racist police officers patrolling the streets, targeting black folk, killing them, and then hiding behind, I feared for my life? Why don't somebody ask one of these people that when they fucking tell you to go vote? I'm waiting for a motherfucker to ask me to vote. I'm be like, so you want me to vote for Joe Biden? Yeah. Well, he's the architect behind the 94 crime bill that locked up over 550,000 black folks because of his drug laws and his crime bill. So why would I vote for him? Why would I vote for him? Watch they stutter and fumble and can't even figure out what the fuck is going on when you ask them that, because they just expect a nigga to go with the okie doke. Why, Warren? Because that's the way it's always been. It's always been this way. Why has it always been this way, Warren? Because they've been in power for 450 years. Why would they give it over now? Why would they change it? Y'all need to understand, when these people are marching with y'all and pretending like they standing with y'all, man, that's all theater to them. They don't give a flying fuck about no niggas. I know that for sure. Shout out to my nigga Donnie too. Donnie, you left a crazy ass, but you know what I'm talking about. Donnie know what I'm talking about. He worked at the Corey Plantation with me. Witnessed a motherfucker doing black tar, just high as a motherfucking kite. And nobody say anything. It was normal. Nobody said anything, like it didn't even exist at all. And I always wondered, I wonder if a black person could get away with coming to work high as a kite, sweating like a pedophile at a kindergarten graduation in 30-degree weather, and you sweating. And everybody act like it's okay. I've never seen that in my life, but that's okay because it just introduced me to a different facet of racism, white supremacy. And it's okay. That's why I tell my folks, it's okay, man. Fuck who you want. Look, whoever you have around you, you just put them on the game. If you really like that person, that man or woman, I ain't tripping off that. You like, why I want? Because anybody that know me, they gonna know whoever's up under me and around me, we don't play that shit. We educating ourselves, whoever the fuck it is. Black, white, yellow, red, white. I don't give a fuck about all that shit. But you need to do powernomics and do group economics with your own. And starting with that is we can't wait till a nigga get killed to want to call these representatives and mayors and lawyers to the floor. You should be calling them anyway because they getting your vote. You out there doing the sucker shit and voting. So you should at least get something for your vote. Not at the hands of Marcellus Stinnett and Cliftina Johnston, who was in the car and just happened to be in the car, and you just dump on the car. Oh, he was moving back and I had fear for a lot. I guarantee you they probably were just backing up their vehicle and he just started dumping in the car. And that's going to continue to happen. When you leave your home, you are in danger. When you're at your home, you're in danger. Ask Breonna Taylor. You're in danger. That shit ain't going to change. And ain't no person that's of another racial group going to give a flying fuck about what black folks are going through. That's why everybody's looking at black folks like, why y'all asking for reparations and why y'all asking for a specific agenda? I know motherfuckers want to say it. I read it on Twitter. And it's always immigrants and people that are here for fucking unearned benefits that always got some smart shit to say. And I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're here as an immigrant, you are here for unearned benefits. What does that mean? When that means you did not build this country and you have no say-so and no bearing on what black folks should get. You're a freeloader and you're not here for life, liberty, and all. No, you're here for unearned benefits. You're a fucking freeloader. That's why you're here. And I don't give a fuck if anybody get mad. Do the research. Go read the books. That's why now I don't even get into all that bullshit with people on Twitter. That's why even you watch Twitter. When you go on Twitter, you watch your timeline. Look at some of the shit people say. There was a woman from Vegas that was, I forgot who she was calling out, just saying some real vows. She was a big time anti-black racist. Just like Michelle Fiore. She was an anti-black racist too. And was mad at white people for turning her in. Like, how y'all dare y'all not gonna be on code with me? She should have threw everybody in the bus and been like, y'all feel this way. It ain't just me. As Dr. Francis Cress Welsing teaches, tell us what's being said when we're not in the room. So we don't need a bunch of Jane Elliott's and 10 Wises talking about racism, white supremacy, and making money off of it. What are you doing to change the system? And when I mean, what are you doing? Financially, literally, physically, what are you doing? Because you can talk that anti-black shit all you want and you know, this is racism, white supremacy, but what are you doing? Are you educating the people around you? Are you educating your kids? Are you educating your family? Are you educating your cousins and brothers that are judges and lawyers and doctors who treat black people like shit on the job? That's fighting the system. That's why I tweeted. I said, man, most people, especially black folks, they don't want to change and replace the system of racism, white supremacy, and establish a system of justice. They want to establish a system of comfortability. They want it to be comfortable for them. That's why you see so many buck dancing, telling about the gun line, Haywood Shepherd, Stephen from Django, fucking Sambo ass coons right now. Jumping all over Ice Cube for leveraging the vote. That's because a lot of these people, they ain't read nothing. They don't care. They just want to do what Master told them to do. Go vote. So Master told us to go vote, so we going to go vote. That's all that is. And watch how everybody makes such a... Look, I ain't watched not near fucking presidential debate because I already know it's going to be a bunch of bullshit in this theater. I don't care. It's just entertainment for me. Donald Trump wins, Anti-black racism ain't gonna change. Joe Biden wins, anti-black racism is not gonna change. So now that you know that you're fucked either way, you need to move accordingly. Start practicing group economics. Taking the power back. Spend it with your own. That's why I always be mentioning, damn, I forgot to mention and get some Freedom Paper Company. Shout out to Shawnee. Shout out to everybody to watch. You know, shout out to everyone that's on this group economics. Wendy, just to let you know, Freedom Paper Company did make it right. You know, it was about 8 months later, but that's okay though. They made it right. They sent the product that was ordered. Toilet tissue and everything. So they did make it right. And I wasn't one of those motherfuckers that was gonna bash them. And I wasn't one of those people. A lot of people, see, black people gotta be patient as well too. Cause you go on, you look up Freedom Paper Company, these motherfuckers done went to the Better Business Bureau on them and reported them and talked all this shit. And it's like, damn, man. You know what I mean? And it's like, I didn't do none of that shit. I kind of put it on my podcast like, man, they kind of bullshitted the nigga with their order, but that's okay. And I just left it alone. And guess what? They sent me my order. So shout out to Freedom Paper Company, and I'm going to continue to order from them. I ain't going to need to order for a while. They sent me all kinds of toilet tissue. So if it was a toilet tissue strike, I got some on the low. So shout out to Freedom Paper Company. They did rewrite their wrong, and that's about group economics too, and believing in each other. Because a lot of times we won't forgive each other, but a white person can call you niggas and set you up to get suspended from your job and do all this shit, but you always want to go love them. And then the black person, they can fuck up business-wise, and this nigga here, you know. And then you, God damn, and all this other shit, you know. And I didn't mention it before about Freedom Paper Company because I knew they had got so many orders and so much shit, but I always felt in my heart that they were genuine. I always felt in that heart like, you know what, I give them some time, they'll fix it. You know what I'm saying? But we, as people, gotta start being more patient with each other. And not just thinking that, oh, it's time to go in because I didn't get my order. And I ordered some other stuff from Mix of Health too. Shout out to them, Mix of Health. Ordered some sea moss from them too, from Mix of Health. And they came through in a week. You know what I mean? And I was corresponding with them. I was just making sure it didn't get lost in the mail. So I was just corresponding and checking on the updates with my order and stuff like that. And yeah, you do be like, damn, I hope I get my order because I know how the post office do. And I know there's some thieves at the post office too, stealing shit. So, nigga, it ain't just the motherfucking business. Trust and believe you me. The post office and UPS, these are some stealing motherfuckers too. So don't just think that they not stealing your shit and going through the packages and shit. So you got to be mindful of that too. And don't just blame a black business just because their business acumen might not be up to your standards. We just got to learn to be patient. Trust me. I felt the same way. With Freedom Paper Company, I was just like, damn, they ain't sent my order. Damn, that's fucked up. But then I was just like, you know what? Fuck it, man. It'll get here when it get here, and I'll just make it do what it do. But I'm not going to go out of my way to treat them like that because I felt like, you know what, man? I'm just going to wait. Let's just see what happened. And they finally sent the shit. I just forgot to add the toilet paper because I was going to show the toilet paper that they sent. And they sent it nice in rolls of toilet paper and got man, they did a good job, man. We just got to be patient. I know there was a lot of people that probably still ain't got their orders, and I get it, man. And that's why we have to have the mantra of, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Which means that I think we have to be more mindful of being patient with each other. When I order from Mix of Health, when I order from Black & Noble, I'm not, if there seems like something suspicious, I'm going to just reach out with an email or two. But I'm not going to come on my platform, bash them, and I'm definitely not going to send them no fucked up email or go on the Better Business Bureau and trash them. It's hard being black as it is and being a black business. And I get it, our business acumen kind of, sometimes it wavers a little bit. It's hard for us. We working 2 and 3 jobs and then trying to run a business. So you got to look at it through that plain eye view and stop looking at it like, stop comparing black businesses to white businesses. White businesses are successful because white businesses are ran by white people and funded by white people. And since white people own 90% of the nation's wealth, that's why their businesses are successful. Stop making it seem like they're just geniuses and black folks are not. Because let me tell you something, white folks, their business be fucked up too. And they have horrible customer service and they treat niggas like shit. So don't just go out of your way to, well, this white business, nah, man, we gotta get, because we don't even want to deal with each other until there's a death or a funeral, death, car wash, or some shit like that, death in the family or something traumatic happens, then we want to deal with each other. Other than that, we don't want to deal with each other. And you're like, what do you mean, Warren? It's true. That's when we come together. Other than that, we don't come together like that. Why, Warren? Because it's the truth, man. You know, even when you're dealing with close friends or family members, you can stay in your lane and you can disagree on certain things and agree on certain things, but that doesn't mean you got to be all in each other's mix 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That just means you got your own path, they got their own path, but you got to come together for group economics, put each other on the give information and advice that's given to you and handle business, because I think that's what's most important. Because if you're not doing that, you ain't growing. And if you ain't growing, you ain't going to be successful. And I'm not talking about successful like having all this wealth. You can have all the wealth in the world and be miserable internally. So internally, you got to change your way of thinking. Well, what do you mean? Nigga, that's what I had to do. That's why I had to stop going on the court plantation and thinking like, oh, I'm going to show them how smart I am. And I'm going to show them that I'm a good worker. Nah, man. No, I need to sit back and take my props as an intelligent human being and use my intellectual property the right way. And stop trying to impress people that were never even concerned about me in the process. That's what I need to do. And that's what anybody else should be doing. That's why when I look at the Marcellus Stinnett situation and I look at how you just shot into the car and then they put him out there to explain it, and then you could tell the man that was explaining it, I guess he must have been the lieutenant or the sergeant, whatever that's playing. You could tell he didn't want to be out there. And then when all those black folks started questioning everything, he just walked off because they was going in on his ass. And he just walked off. And you know what? That's to be expected because they don't give a fuck about no motherfucking niggas and explaining to niggas. They didn't even want to go out there and do that. They probably just did that just so niggas wouldn't riot. That's it. They look, let me tell you how they think. Well, this will blow over just like George Floyd. We're not even talking about George Floyd anymore. Breonna Taylor, look, we're still not really talking about her. Derek Chauvin, they took away one of his charges. Motherfuckers ain't talking about that. But Ghislaine Maxwell's talking about, I want these records to be sealed. As she was a madam and pimping out underage girls. But R. Kelly is in prison and so is Bill Cosby. Am I condoning what R. Kelly did? No, I'm not. But he is our own. He is our brother. And why we won't stick up for him, but we'll stick up for everybody else. Harvey Weinstein should be in prison. Ghislaine Maxwell should be in prison. Bill Clinton should be in prison. Anybody that partook in that shit should be in prison. But why are we so quick to go after Bill Cosby and fucking R. Kelly? And they use that ugly King Cooper alligator KRS-One looking bitch to do that goddamn surviving R. Kelly shit. When I looked at when I saw her, I said, well, no, of course she did this. Look at how she looked. Of course. Motherfucker like, damn, that's fucked up. Well, it's the truth. You're a bitter, ugly black woman, so fuck it. You gonna go after other black men. And that's fucked up. You don't do that. You don't let these people use you to do the devil's work and go after R. Kelly. You know R. Kelly is a fuck up and got some mental shit going on. But you don't put his shit on blast like that. They don't put Harvey Weinstein's shit on blast. Damn, man. Motherfuckers always going at everybody else, everybody in their culture and in their race, but then when it's time to go at other racial groups, motherfucker bow down. Well, that's white folk. Can't do that. Look, man, go check out the story for yourself. Read on the story. Understand what's going on, and then go watch the debate. Or watch the debate, then go research this information for yourself. Don't listen to everything I say. Go read the books. Go read the new Jim Crow. And then, man, after reading the new Jim Crow, that made me not want to vote at all. I was like, man, why the fuck is I voting? All these motherfuckers keep doing, just keep stamping the new laws that were passed down from the one president to the next. And then when you ask the person, so why you vote Democrat? Like, financially, what does it do for your people? The motherfucker be like stumbling, fumbling. They don't even get it. And I just be laughing. Why, Warren? Because I think it's funny because people just vote Democrat because they were told to vote Democrat. You were socially engineered. You were socialized to vote Democrat. I know I grew up like that. Well, we vote Democrat. And I'm like, what if I want to vote Republican? No, you don't vote no Republican. That's for rich white people. I'm like, and as I got older, well, there's rich white people as Democrats too that don't give a fuck about niggas either. But a lot of the times because we're socialized to pick one side or the other and not look at both and say, okay, these are both evil people and I just choose not to participate. And that's how you gotta be. Hey man, I appreciate everybody listening, subscribing. I got shit to handle, things to do. Hey man, you at the Court Plantation, hold it down, handle your business. Be patient with a black business. I suggest everybody go find a black business and just go support them. If you don't do nothing but buy $20 worth, what's wrong with buying $20, man? $15. Go support a black business, man. Because without your support, they can't survive. Hey, man. And if you own some Sambo shit and talking about all lives matter and, you know, maybe if Marcellus Stinnett would have just not been backing up his vehicle, he wouldn't have got shot. Guilty, nigga. You's a Sambo ass coon and I don't fuck with you. So guilty, nigga. I'm out of here. Peace.